You're probably wondering how I got here.
Holy crap.
I'm removing all of the combustion-related components on this 1962 Mercury Comet so that it can run on electricity instead. I've always wanted to convert a car to electric, but the truth is, this is a rich man's hobby. The average EV conversion costs around 40,000 USD plus labor. To do it for less than 10,000 is pretty impressive. I'm going to do it for less than 6,000. And my method will also give me a lighter and more efficient vehicle. The old 144 cubic inch engine was not running despite my best efforts, which seemed to only make it worse.
Here's what's going out, and here's what's going in.
One of the two key decisions that kept me within budget was using a crashed Nissan Leaf and a Resolve EV vehicle control unit. This allowed me to use every part from the Nissan, including the BMS, saving me thousands. And the second key decision involves the rear axle, as you'll soon see. By mounting the motor in the rear, rather than hooking it up to the old cast iron manual transmission, which most EV conversions do, I'm saving on weight from the transmission, the axle, the differential, and the drive shaft. And I also don't have to buy an adapter plate and coupling, which would add up to be over $1,000. The car will also be more efficient without all the losses built into the gearbox and the differential. Okay, what we have here on the bench in front of me, these are the ends to the Dion tube axle that I'm building. And if the word Dion tube is foreign to you, go check out my previous video. I explain it all in detail. But the way it works, these are the ends, like I just said. And then a large U-shaped tube will connect them rigidly, but also go around the motor and gearbox. And let's start off with building these. Here's how I built them. Oh yeah, look what I have created with my own bare hands. Okay, I don't know if you can hear me, but I am all done welding. All right, here it is. Here's the Dion axle tube. And there it is in the vehicle. The axle tube here, the Dion axle tube, was hitting the top motor mount. And so what I've done is I've dropped that about 1.5 inches. And I've also redesigned the front motor mount to give an extra inch of clearance there as well. And I'm adding the brake hardware and the bump stops. And now I can mount this in the car permanently and forever. Okay, you can see how the axle kind of goes around the leaf springs here. And there, back there, is the motor mount I put together myself off camera. Let's see how well it fits now, huh? Harder. More. All right, stop, stop, stop. Perfect.
Wow, shit. I am lucky that I did not get hurt. All right, let's get under here and I'll show you everything that I've installed so far. Yeah, we have the charge ports installed, the inverter and the charger here, motor here, which we did in the last video, the axle tube finally all installed with the axle shafts as well. The shocks are now installed, new leaf springs installed. The brakes are installed. To get the brakes to fit, I had to use these aluminum blocks here to create some space. All right, here's everything put together on the board here. Put this back on. And I also managed to fit the OBD2 port. So here's the little dongle, Bluetooth or Wi-Fi or whichever. Now all of this can go in the glove box. I quickly made this little switch panel here. This is the LCD screen for the Resolve controller, and it'll show what mode you're in, forward, neutral, reverse. So what these switches are: forward, neutral, reverse. It'll show you your charge percentage, any error codes, etc., etc. And this is just temporary. I think I'm gonna get one made from Send Cut Send. It's just temporary to get me going. So it'll look something like this. And behind it though, I mounted the throttle pedal. Bada bing, bada boom, ready to go. So actually laying across the bench like this isn't too bad. This is actually a very comfortable way to do the wiring. Usually I have to stick my feet up in the air. Okay, what I wanted to show you is I have the Resolve EV wiring harness that's made for the Resolve EV controller. I also have a homemade version, but this one is 1,000 times better, a lot more professional. Better connectors that aren't 10, 15 years old and are broken. Basically, it makes the job plug and play. So let's do some plugging and playing. Three, two, one. Okay, here we go. Please, Lord. Okay, let's do this. I could check the DTC codes. So let's go to the settings first. Click the read DTC button there and we'll start getting some codes. Let's see how many I got. Okay, 6. Looks like, you know, high voltage battery, CAN error, charger. I'm kind of worried. I'm going to look up what these codes mean a little further. And maybe I'll get this working. Maybe I'll get this fixed. Okay, here's what I've done. I kept it connected to the resolve harness, but unplugged the high voltage wires there. And when I turn it on, the pre-charge relay circuit is, you know, that relay is then closed. So now I have voltage, you know, no current, but voltage at that terminal there. And I could measure it with a voltmeter there. And I was getting 340 volts. So I know that the pre-charge resistor is still good. Then I came over here, came down here to the inverter, removed the cover to the bus bars between the inverter and the PDM to check the voltage there, because it's copper. It should be copper all the way from the battery pack to these bus bars. And so I should be getting voltage there. And then I rechecked just now and I was getting 19 volts. I have the high voltage harness reconnected. Here's what I've done. I've added a wire to the load side of the high voltage contactor. Connected it over here to my multimeter. I'll use the other probe as multimeter to check the bus bar at the inverter. All right, looking for some voltage here. 16. What the hell? And here's the replacement inverter. Thank you, Paul, for sending this to me.
I had just a little bit of work to do to get the inverter ready. I had to put on some heat shrink around the bus bars that are now exposed to the dirty, humid air. And I also sealed up the hole there with some nylon and silicone sealant. Then it was just a matter of removing the older parts and bolting on the new ones. It was a bit tricky getting the PDM onto the inverter without bending the bus bars, but it wasn't too hard. But the dowel pins needed a little more persuasion, and I used a dead blow hammer for that. This is where I made my big mistake. So this time I'm taking 0 chances and I'm triple checking everything as I make these crimps. Okay, time to turn it on. What I'm hoping is that this lights up. Now if it doesn't, perhaps it means that there's an error. Look at this, guys. I just took out the pre-charge resistor from the battery pack, and at best, it's measuring 3.13 mega ohms. It's supposed to be 33 ohms total. I think that hopefully is the cause of all my problems. I'm gonna start searching for a new one. All right, new pre-charge resistor came in the mail. Here it is, man. Here is what I've been waiting for. This could be it. This could be all I need to get the fucking wheels, to get the bleeping wheels spinning. And who knows? Now I'm kind of scared because if it doesn't work, then I'm gonna have really big problems. All right. New pre-charge resistor is installed. Battery. 12-volt battery reconnected. Service disconnect reinstalled. Time to turn her on and see what happens. I am nervous. I'm gonna give her a reach around over here to turn on the ignition. Oh my God, yes! Ah, yes! Let's see if the brake pedal works and then I can shift it in the drive. Oh my God, here we go. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Ah, okay, watch the tires. Didn't spin, did they? I just heard a ee and no spinning. Okay, I'm 99% certain I know what the problem is. All right, you see, it says CAB. I had to swap the A and the B phase wires here, and the C stayed the same. But I was reviewing some old footage, and I have it A, B, C, but it's not matching up with this. I think the C and the B needs to be swapped around. The C should be on this side. All I have to do is swap those around. I think that'll do it. Okay, all right, let's turn it on. This has to do it. This has to be it. Okay. Put it in the drive. And watch the wheels here. Oh my God, no way. What the fuck? Oh. Okay. Reverse. Oh my God! Is that going forward or backwards? It's supposed to be going in reverse. I got reverse, which goes forward, and forward does nothing. How many things went wrong? What I've done is I've opened up the old, presumably destroyed inverter that I did in the last video for this project when I gave it the reversed polarity. Well, the reason I opened it up is to show you where the current sensors are. The current sensors are these doohickeys right here. And the simplest way to understand this, the phase wire furthest from the female connector for the wiring harness is the one you need to swap. And you can swap it with either of the two other ones. These are backwards from what I have on the motor. It should have been, so I had it A, B, C, and then I swapped B and A. It should have been A, B, C, and then I should have swapped C with either B or A. So I figured that out now. Here it is again, A, B, C, but you can switch, you can swap C with either B or A. Okay, I'm feeling pretty confident this time. Switching it on. Putting it into forward. Yeah, baby, that's forward. And now reverse. Yes! Yes! Let's check the brakes. Yes!
Yes! I am invincible!
Empty. I didn't film it, but we pulled out these stacks. Now I'm going to start removing everything and separating the cells completely. I'm just covering up the terminals here with a little bit of electrical tape, and then I'll remove every single little module. So I just need to use some angle iron to build some mounting structures for this pack. Now I can check the voltage here. 95.5. This is just a fourth of the whole pack. Let's check it now. And once again, we have 95.5 volts. And that'll basically do it for this bottom stack. Then I can turn my focus back to the other stack. I'm gonna start taking this all apart now. So these have to be replaced. We'll get to the modules that are a little dinged up. That's these ones right here marked with the X. Oh, fucking. Oh. I keep making dangerous mistakes. Now I have to buy another one. Oh my God.
Unrefrigerated pie. Dumb ways to drive.
Okay, that was a little scary.
All right, here's the modules I picked up from Green Tech Auto. Next, I'll start checking the voltages on these because they need to be very, very close to the voltage of all the other modules. All right, the replacement modules are 8.03 volts, and all the rest of the modules I have are 7.96 volts. So I think I will drain all the 4 replacement modules just a hair. To do that, I'll use this 12 volt fan. Added a double filament incandescent here. For this, I've been doing this for over 10 minutes now. Actually, probably over 15 minutes. Okay, the replacement is now 7.98. The rest of the pack is at 7.96. So that is really close. Like 25 minutes, I think. Now to do the other 3, so this is gonna be a long night. Whoa. That's why you need to be careful. The other 24 modules were 191 volts. And let's check them now. We don't want them to be off from each other. Perfect, all right. Bingo. Okay, this is all ready to go. This is all ready as well. I got this in here. This goes to the Resolve VCU. I'm ready. Just about finished up installing the inline 24. The smaller wires, all of the smaller wires and the low voltage wiring is done. Here's the BMS mounted. I put the lead acid battery back in as well. The very last thing to do is just connect the cables here to the battery pack modules. Alrighty. Okay, got it. There we go, 381 volts. Time to connect the lead acid battery. The car's ready to turn on now, just like that. Why am I so nervous? All right. Turning it on, and you've heard this before, and I've said this before. Watch the rear wheel, it should spin up. We have power, 71% it says. Put it in forward. Oh, you know what this means. Let's take all the boxes off of here, open up that garage door. Let's do it. Let's go down the driveway. I've just been running around the block a little bit. It's actually doing really good. It's sitting good. It's looking good. You know, it's got no headlights. It's got no turn signals. It's got no horn. It's got no wipers. It's got no hood.